Hi guys, I'm Miss Emma Walsh. Welcome back to my channel. I am back from Arizona. Although this might be confusing because my McLaren videos are actually going to be coming out after this video because we've had a few embargoes. However, one of the embargoes has been brought forward, so my next video, or my only video, that's a lie, there's two videos. The next McLaren, see, even I'm getting confused. The next McLaren video, and the first one of its kind, will be out next Wednesday on the 20th of February, so that's exciting news. Today I'm going to do a video on my BMW M2 competition. It's been roughly about 3 months, so I thought I would do a little review on the car and what it's like to drive, to have in my life as my daily, to drive around London, to park, all that kind of stuff that a few of you have been asking a few questions about. So before it rains, let's go outside and have a little chat about my M2 competition. And here she is. Please excuse the, or maybe you can't actually see it, so I don't need to say it, but it's quite dirty because I drove up to see my sister yesterday and it was raining, and I may or may not have done a donut in the car park with all the gravel. Actually, I'm sure you can see it. There it is. Hello. Yeah, focus. There it is. I had my brother and his girlfriend in the car and I just couldn't resist. It was like one of those muddy car parks. There was no one around, so I was a bit naughty. Okay, let's start with parking, soon as I've just parked up outside after a meeting. And oh, this is a very busy road. But yeah, so I've just parked out after a meeting before heading home, and as you can see, I'm a very neat parker in between the lines, but I do find this car quite easy to park. I do always put my wing mirrors in just in case, you know, these scooters and bikes and anybody coming past, I don't want them to hit them, but I do find parallel parking quite easy because mainly I'm quite good at parallel parking. It's just my thing, I've always been quite good at it. Just saying. But yeah, I do find it quite easy to parallel park. This car specifically, obviously my Mini was a lot smaller, but I do find this car to be quite small. It does fit in between a lot of cars in the parking area, so that is parking. Okay, actually somebody asked about the boot space. Please excuse, I mean, my boot at the moment is absolutely outrageous. We spoke about the winning touch in the last episode, or do I have a TV show? We spoke about it in the last video. It's just all over the place at the moment. This is a bag of all my clothes. I did like a clean out the other day. I went mad and started throwing things away, but as you can see, like, this is a massive big black bag, and I find when I'm going to the airport or when I'm putting all my luggage in the back of the boot, there's loads of space, and there's like a little sneaky little lever that goes up into the battery of the car. But yeah, and this is quite cool. If anything, you need to, like, I don't know, bottles of wine. This is the only thing I can think that you would put underneath this net to keep it safe from rolling. Any bottles, water, I guess. This little BMW pack. Right, yeah, so that's, I mean, it's big. It is sufficiently big enough, and I think you can put those seats down as well. But yeah, that is the boot space for that one person that asked how much luggage you can fit into the boot. Obviously, I would jump in it, but I have no one to film. But I think I could fit about maybe 2 of me, 3 of me, little me's in there. Okay, so jumping inside the wagon. Well, it's not really a wagon, is it? I showed this Gorilla Lock on my last video, and I always talk about this Gorilla Lock, but you know, I feel like this guy has saved, not only has he scratched my hand, but he has saved, look at that sharp point. He saved my car, I think. I think this deters people from stealing it. There's been so many thefts at the moment, and I really feel for Tap Bells. I really feel for Tap Bells with her car being stolen. We filmed that week with her car and had planned to film on the Sunday comparing this car and that car, and she messaged me and she was like, my car's been stolen. I was like, what? So that is, I mean, just awful. Just awful. I just can't imagine it. I'd start crying. But yeah, and she did. She cried a lot, and I'm not surprised. But anyway, this Gorilla Lock, I just bought on Amazon, and I just feel like maybe it just, if somebody is thinking about stealing the car, maybe think twice. I don't know how easy it is to break these off or break into or unlock without the key, but I think it's been great. And I get this, I just bought it on Amazon. It's called Senhu, I don't know, but this little guy, and I put it on everywhere I go. Like I literally just went into my friend's house and I've come back out and I've just put it on because now I've got the fear. I've got the fear, people. Anyway, that is the Gorilla Lock. What else can we talk about in the car? Let's take the Gorilla Lock off so we can start up the car and talk about many other things. See, it's quite easy to take on and off, and then it also doubles up as a weapon, as I said before. So we'll turn the car on, foot on brake. I can't reach now, I'm so short. Obviously I need fuel. Shock. Well, let's talk about fuel while we're here. So yeah, so basically the car turns on and then it always says full power available in a minute, and you do feel that the car kind of like lag, and all of a sudden, once it's warmed up, and it literally just kicks in, and you can feel it when you're in Sport Plus, because it's so responsive. I did it last night with my friend. She was like, oh, take my friend out round the block in the car, and I was just like playing with the throttle, and then he jumped out, and then we drove home, and all of a sudden the car was warm, and I put my foot in the throttle, and it just like immediately reacts. And I really come alive. This car really comes alive, and me in it, when it's in Sport Plus mode, and it is super zippy and quick and fast and pretty awesome to drive. Fuel, it hums as well, so you can't really hear me. Fuel, I don't really know. I mean, I guess it's on the, it shows me how much I'm using, which I'll find in a minute. I can't, is that weird that I don't know which button it is if it's not the right hand. Anyway, it does say on here how much. Oh, I've only got 14 miles left. There's 16.0. Is that good or bad? I don't even know. I'm assuming it's not, because I don't drive this car. I mean, I don't drive it really fast, but I don't taxi around in it. But I mean, for example, I filled up on Saturday. Today is Tuesday, and I've got 16 miles left. But I did drive up to Stansted, so I've driven quite a lot in the last in the last like 4 or 5 days. So yeah, it just depends, I guess. If I put it on comfort mode and just cruise around the town, then it does seem to last quite a while. And it cost me about between 50 and 60 pounds to fill up the tank, so it's not cheap, but yeah, 50 or 60 pounds to fill up the tank. Okay, sound system. I'm just like picking up on what people have asked throughout the time that I've been on YouTube and Instagram. So the sound system is great. It is the Harman Kardon sound system. That little guy there. My camera's having a hard time dealing with life today. Okay, hello. No, there it is. Harman Kardon sound system. I basically get into the car, whack this up on there. It connects automatically with this little guy down here. If it doesn't connect, then I just press on the media button, which takes me to that, and then I reselect that. But it does normally connect, and then I just have my little iPod cable that I use to charge my phone, because these phones are absolutely useless with the batteries. I must get my phone fixed as well. Look how smashed it is. Oops. Okay, what else? Heated seats I was talking about. Oh my gosh, these are literally the dream in winter. I mean, heated seats, I usually like it quite warm. Oh my gosh, my car definitely needs a clean. Just ignore this. Ignore this. But the passenger also has the heated seats, which is fabulous, and very lucky for them. They definitely don't have them in the back. I mean, the back basically doesn't exist, I think. You can fit people in here, but as you can see, like, there's no real space for feet unless you're like me and you're really short. But the back is really not that amazing. Keep your phone in there. Seat belts, which is great, but definitely no heated seats, no windows. I don't really have many passengers unless I'm driving long trips or something, so that doesn't matter. But the main seats, these seats are very comfortable. You can see them over there. I really like this design. I like this, that you don't have to, like, you know, you used to like pop them up and down. You can't do that with these. But these are very nice seats, very comfortable. I do like the design on them as well. It's quite cool with the blue designed up like that. So very comfortable seats indeed. I like the seat belts. I spoke about that as well. These are all little things that I like about the car that people want to know. I mean, I don't know why, but you want to know. I like the seats. I like these details that match in with the M colors. So driving in London was something that somebody mentioned. What's it like to drive the M2 in London? I think if you have patience, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a very patient person, but when I'm in the car, I'm fine, unless I'm late, obviously, which is quite often actually. But I find I'm quite relaxed in the car. It's just something about getting into an empty car by myself and, like, obviously loving the car. I'm quite happy to drive anywhere. So driving in London for me is not too bad. Yeah, there's a bit of traffic if you know what time to leave during the morning. Like I said in my other video, I drive to work every morning, so I'm leaving at like 5:30 in the morning, so there's zero traffic. So I'm very happy to just come outside my house, jump in my car, turn the seat warming on, which is one of my best features in this car, which I will talk about in a minute. Turn that on and then drive off to work. There's traffic, however, on the way back, but I'm pretty chilled. I'm coming home, so I like to be in this car, and I'm pretty okay with driving in traffic in London. The presence of this car, how I feel on the road, I do feel like people look at the car. I just also feel like somebody who doesn't know the M series or doesn't know what this car is wouldn't know the difference maybe if it was a normal BMW or, you know, like the M2 competition. Obviously it says it on the back, but I feel like, and this is going to happen, I'd like to wrap it, because I don't know if that will just draw more attention to the car. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Like, do I want people looking at me while I'm driving on the road? What happens if I'm like playing with my hair or like picking something out my teeth and somebody like sees me? Or if I'm driving like an idiot, which I don't, obviously I drive very nicely. But what happens if something I'm not thinking and I do something wrong, and then obviously I have this big bright car showing. But yeah, presence of the car, yeah, it's great. It's a great car. I definitely feel like it has a presence on the road. This steering wheel. This is really weird, but I have like a thing about steering wheels. I think it's a personal thing. Everyone gets in a car and either likes the cockpit or doesn't. I love the steering wheel, and I said it before, it's cushy. Like, I can't explain it. Like, when you hold, my hands are quite small as well, so when you hold on to a steering wheel, I like it to be quite cushy. I really like, obviously the little M badge down at the bottom here, and all the stitching, this beautiful design here. I just think it's a really cool steering wheel. The interior of the car, look, it's fancy. It is nice. I feel like the Mini maybe had a little bit more like character, because I had all that, the lights on the dashboard there, and I had that center piece there with the clock and the console-y type thing, and it was just quite edgy, quite cool. I had the flag as well that lit up, and then all the car lights came on and all that kind of stuff, so it was quite cool. This is obviously a lot more mature, because I'm mature now. This is a lot more mature, but still very, very nice, very nicely designed. I like all of this. It is very cool. I mean, how can you not be happy with this car? It's incredible, and I'm extremely lucky and grateful as well. Guys, I think that's it. Let's head on back inside and debrief. And that's it, guys. So all in all, obviously I am absolutely loving having the M2 competition in my life as a daily. I'm very grateful to have a car, even though I'm in London. I just like to be in my car. I would drive anywhere, and rather pay the parking rather than jumping on the tube or walking. Walking's the main problem. Why am I so lazy? I'm a fitness person. Like, what's wrong with me? I think maybe because I grew up in South Africa, we don't walk many places. You drive everywhere. There wasn't much public transport back in the day in Cape Town. So yeah, guys, so I like being in my car. That's it. That's me. Thank you very much again for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. There will be more videos to follow, and those McLaren videos that I was talking about earlier. Thank you so much once again for all your support. Please do subscribe and like and comment down below for all future videos to come. See you guys soon. Bye.